The complexity of the design of the structure is unlike any other bridge in the world. There are much longer bridges, there are much taller bridges, but there are a lot of bridges now that have been built and are being built in the U.S. that are carbon copies of this. My name is Bobby Clare. Back in 2001 through 2005, I was the Director of Engineering and Special Projects and Project Manager for the Ravenel Bridge construction project. All of this had to be done within a compressed schedule. We started in June of 2001, expected to be under construction by September. The design problems that we ran into drug the construction start date out till early 2002. We had a grant from the Infrastructure Bank of $325 million. We needed another $215 million to build the entire structure. The loan was approved just a week before the bids came in. The bids came in low enough that we could add the Morrison Drive ramp, the bike and pedestrian lane, and the ramp on Wingo Way, all for about $525 million. The hardest part of one of these projects is the beginning of construction, getting it out of the ground. The foundation work was tedious. That went on, 24/7, drilling these 10-foot diameter foundations, 240 feet deep, getting all that reinforcing steel cages made up and handled and put down the shaft and pouring the concrete. Very hard project, the most complex design-build project ever built in the U.S. The bridge had to be extremely sturdy to withstand the wind loads. It had to be very flexible to withstand the seismic activity that would make the bridge move in different directions. It had to be sturdy enough and protected where a ship could not strike one of the main towers and take the bridge down. We looked at something that very conservative that would withstand all of these loads. We looked at an H tower, we looked at an A tower, and a diamond tower. And the public selected the diamond-shaped tower. 4-acre rock islands built around each tower foundation. That would allow any ship, small or large, to be grounded without damaging the ship before it could strike the tower. The deck, generally on a bridge, is about 10 inches thick, 10 to 11 inches. And that gives you about 2 to 2.5 inches of cover over the reinforcing steel. The steel itself would hold a tower up. Concrete is just to keep it from corrosion occurring. The lanes there are 8 lanes on the bridge, plus shoulders and medians, and so the bridge is about 150 feet wide. The main span across the shipping channel is 1,536 feet. Towers are 570 feet tall and 128 cables. The cables come down into damper systems where they tie into the edge girders, like large shock absorbers. They'll take a lot of that shock out of the deck when things start really moving. And the length of all the strands and all the cables that are on the bridge today reaches out 747 miles. There was a lot of inspection on the bolt tightening because that's really important. And then they're manually put on, not with an impact wrench, but by a ratchet, so they're not over torqued. One thing about the bridge, if you look at it, most people do, every day of the week it looks a little bit different. Every different light you have, it looks different. Every sunset looks a little different. It's all those different things that you don't see when you're crunching in construction really make you feel good when you take a look at it in the end. So I think that the folks down here, just from lowest level to the highest level in the community, all have that sense of pride. It was definitely the highlight of my career by far.